Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Logic Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, pretty much any avenue. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and you can find more information on those games at handelabra.com. Great to see Guise State U represented on my shirt. Yeah, hello. Here I am for Dolphin's Dive. The stream that I don't really know what I'm doing these days, to be honest. What's been up? What have we been doing? We did the weekly Oblivion match like last week, or monthly Oblivion match rather. We did One Deck Dungeon 2 weeks ago for the One Deck Dungeon sale. I missed the Aeon's End sale. Originally we were doing things with variants, I guess. Not variants, sorry, workshop content. I don't have any workshop content installed though. I uninstalled it for Oblivion and I never reinstalled it back. Spirit Island is on sale. Oh, so I should be doing Spirit Island instead. Well, I did like 6 hours of Spirit Island 2 days ago. I don't want to do Spirit Island, I guess. I don't know. Nexus of the Void? Sure, that sounds fine. The only other thing I guess to point out is that there was recently an announcement that the Handelabra people, ooh, also beep boop, we're live. Oh, you don't hear the beep boop and I don't hear it either, but I see the notification on the corner of my screen. Recently they announced, where was the announcement? Was it tweeted? It was tweeted, right? Multiverses collide. Sentinels of Earth Prime begins its trip to the digital tabletop in July, and you can help. So Sentinels of Earth Prime is coming out soon. No, let me rephrase. They're starting work on that soon. Or maybe they already did. I don't know. I don't work for Handelabra. Anything I say does not represent the views of Handelabra. I am just merely given the privilege of streaming on their channel twice a week. And it's been a pleasure. I've been doing this since like 2017. Jeez, it's been like 5 years. It feels like recently. It feels like recently that I've just been on this channel. Oops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, like I remember when I was just a regular viewer of what was at that time Sentinels Live, and I remember thinking I was a nobody that no one would care about. And then I think what happened was that I got to be a guest on a stream because I managed to beat a difficult weekly one-shot. And then I don't remember what happened after that, but I also managed to help guest host. And I don't remember the circumstances. It's been like forever. But then I got, asked to partake as a guest streamer, and I was so excited. And now I just feel like I'm at home here. But once upon a time, I was a little nobody. Anyway, I'm going all sentimental for no reason at all. So, I'm sure that's the old one because I opened this up. Oh no, it's not. I opened it at 7:01 apparently. No, it's 51 minutes left on this one shot. I guess daylight savings changed how this works. So I could do this one. My usual issue is I don't want to spoil it to people, but hey, if it's 51 minutes left, then I don't know why you haven't done it yet. So I could do this one, I guess. We'll do this, and then we'll do a Nexus game, and then we'll figure out what we do from there. I have no agenda today. If it's like, I remember being so panicked as to what I should do on stream, and nowadays I'm just like, what do I feel like doing? Anyway, the most dangerous game. So what's this guy's deal anyway? Asked Expatriette. He loves the hunt, sure, but why you in particular? Haka shrugged and spread his hands. I do not know, but for some reason he has decided I am his ultimate prey. It's a little funny, what with our shape-changing friend over here. His expression softened. It's also a little sad. With his abilities and gusto, he could be quite a hero, don't you think? The Naturalist looked out the window. You could be right, Ata. If he thinks he can challenge us here in Freedom Tower, that confidence is quite something. His senses tingled. In fact, I don't think we're alone. This one-shot requires mini-pack 1 Rook City and Vengeance. What about the gay agenda? I don't know, what about the gay agenda? What about the gay agenda? What about it? The proud and ancient warrior. Oh. The proud and ancient warrior. Okay, that's a bit terrible. I can get away with that, but no one else. His grizzled countenance shall be my crowning trophy. Come and try to take it, silly man. I have no more patience for your ways. You're pretty sure a fantastic brunch is on the gay agenda. Fair. A fantastic brunch. Just fantastic. Again, I can get away with that. Alright, Eternal Haka has Dominion, Haka of Battle, Savage Mana, Tayaha. Darkwatch Expatriette has Arsenal access, 2 assault rifles, and liquid nitrogen rounds. Naturalist has Blend into the Pack, Environmental Allies, Feral Fury, and Natural Born Vigor. This is base Ambuscade. So all he does, at the end of the villain turn, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest HP to projectile damage. He also starts the game with 2 device cards in play. And so we play Sonic Mine. And reactive plating. And custom hand cannon. Who is considered to have the most cards in play? Expatriette, I guess. I don't know. Not Haka. Haka's nemesis. So Expatriette has a gun. That's the good news. Haka has a Tayaha. You could start beating things up. Naturalist exists. This is base Naturalist, so we do get a form. I mean, both Naturalists can get like a icon activated, but you know. So, reactive plating provides a damage reduction to Ambuscade, but it also has its own damage reduction. But hey, taking that out seems prudent to minimize the pain, because otherwise we get retaliated a lot. That was not what I wanted to play. I did the Slay the Spire thing where you right click. Oh jeez. Alright, yeah, we're playing Savage Mana. That's the play. I play Savage Mana. And I can discard Haka of Battle to draw 2 cards. Yeah, let's cycle through the deck faster. From all my Slay the Spire play, I've kind of grown to learn that card draw is such a powerful mechanic. Anything that allows you to cycle through your deck faster gets you to the better cards faster. But wait a minute, I discarded the best card. But don't worry, because I put the best card ever into play. Everything's fine. I mean, Savage Mana is good in this fight. You could put the Cloak under Savage Mana. What is the right click thing you're talking about? So like in Slay the Spire, when you like pull the card up and then you change your mind, you can right click and it goes back down. But when you do it here, it counts as a click and it gets played. I do it all the time in Slay the Spire because I raise a card up to kind of look at its text, or also to decide if I should do it, and I aim it at people to see how much damage it does to a vulnerable target. But then I right click to put it back down. Assault rifle? Yeah, assault rifle's fine. Don't think we aim. Do we take out the Sonic Mine? You never knew that? Ah. The more you know. But see, my mouse, and it's a wireless mouse, so I can actually do this. My mouse has a left click and it has a right click. And has a scroll wheel. And it's awesome. I suppose you could also do this with a wired mouse, but hey, I could just do this so easily. Like, see, I have a mouse. Also, the the lighting gets screwed whenever I do a thing. What? There's no environment targets, right? They're all, yeah. So like this card does nothing. I presume I just do Natural Born Vigor and then I get like the Alligator or something, the usual offensive powerhouse thing. Also Feral Fury, so that's good. Also I get an extra damage, or an extra power, cool. Let's put that under Savage Mana, I'd say. Let that go off. Resilient Hide. Tanky Naturalist. All hero ongoing cards are also equipment cards. That totally screws with Expatriette, doesn't it? No, except her, I think her stuff's all guns, right? Like, reveal cards from top of your deck until you reveal 2 equipment cards. Oh, but that's not ongoing. Oh no, it is. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal 2 equipment or ongoing cards. Which means speed loading could be gotten now. Or hair trigger reflexes. Interesting. This changes everything. All right, we take out the custom hand cannon. Yes. I don't think there's ongoing destruction in here, is there? Let's double check. I know I could look at the art. I want to just look over these effects. It's been a while since I've played in Freedom Tower. Seriously. I feel like whenever I play Oblivion, it's like I'm kind of just writing along with what the environment does. I'm not like thinking too much about what the environment's potential is. But in this kind of game, you of course can focus more on what this environment is and what the villain is and what it can do and all that. Yeah, I know that Ambuscade doesn't have ongoing destruction, but all right, so ongoings are safe. So Savage Mana is permanent and it will eat up all the devices. And speaking of devices, we'll keep beating up this. Magic Mouse Boy. Disney is the other superhero property, right? Let's get ongoings. Those aren't ongoings. Rude. You gave me so much potential and then you proceeded to screw with it. Maybe the shotgun was the better play. You will not regain 4. But wait a minute, you said yes. Why is the card not destroyed? Because. I don't know. Resilient Tide. It's a really nice equipment card. Alright, this gets reactive plating ready for Savage Mana. I could swap forms. Yeah, always be swapping. Let's get the Rhino since we got the Resilient Tide, so now we have the Naturalist tank. Finally, the Naturalist has equipment. Increase damage dealt by the target with the highest HP by 1. Reduce damage dealt to the target with the lowest HP by 1, or something like that. I don't know. Is that what it says? Yeah. I will put out Taomoko. If you can't destroy my stuff, I'll just put out more stuff. And yes, I'll put it under Savage Mana. And I will play the shotgun, and I will shoot my shotgun. And I will regain 4 HP. Ha. Yes, I will activate that. It doesn't work. All right. Changing to the Croc. There are more non-hero targets than hero targets. Increased damage dealt by the Naturalist by 1. Yes, that is true. So I can switch to the Croc and double check that this does 2 +1, +1, -1 to the reactive plating. That's fine. I do want to use the power on the croc, so I gotta do it this way. Just so that reactive plating is in Savage Mana range. Each target regains 1 HP. Did someone complain that one-shots are too difficult again, so we decided to make them really easy so that people would feel a lot better about themselves? 'Cause I feel like we've already won. No. Yes. Try this week's next. All right. We'll do the nemesis damage now that you don't have retaliation. Kind of tempting to try to liquid nitrogen rounds the Sonic Mine, but no. I will just lower the damage to Ambuscade. How about that? Damage dealt by Ambuscade, that is. Bam! And I will regain 3 HP, which is not 4. Nice. And there are still more non-hero targets. Yep. Yes. Yes. I like that I could technically activate the ability on the one-shot, but not on Cornered Beast. Which, to be fair, is totally allowed because it does say you may activate crocodile effects. You are not forced to. And this is, even though like it's an annoying option, it's why I have this detoggled, because it is strategic when you use it or not. For instance, if I wanted to like hit Cryobot, I would not want the +1 on Cryobot. I know you're all used to thinking, but don't you always want +1 damage all the time? Do I swap forms? I don't really have a use for Crocodile other than the power phase at the moment. I could destroy Sonic Mine. Yeah, that'll show him. Crafty Assault could destroy ongoing cards. These medical bots are great and all, but why do they have to be so pink? Oh boy! Oh boy! We're destroying the Sonic Mines, everybody! I mean, it's a good time to do it because the effect will immediately expire. And Naturalist takes 0 because Resilient Tide. Ha 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 ha. And Haka is -1, so it's not even that bad of a cryo chamber. There's no retaliatory effects other than the Sonic Mines. Yes. Prevented. Naturalist is like, what happened, everybody? You're all in such great pain. Oh no, we got the cloaking device. Oh no. Hey. He's not considered to be the highest anymore. Prevented. Alright, well, now I can't hit Ambuscade, so I will hit everything else. But first, let me tell you a story about order of operations. No. Let me tell you a story about hit something else to make it the lowest HP target so that you don't have to do less damage. What if I told you that this game was so well designed that you have to take these things under consideration every time? Do I try to nom the personal cloaking device and put it under Savage Mana? Or do I gamble that he doesn't just immediately recloak? I feel like... I mean, we're winning, so it doesn't really matter. I feel like the more consistent strat would be to do Savage Mana. The faster strat sometimes is to just get him out of the cloak. So I will instead... This is doing 2 to everything, so actually let's not do that, I guess? I don't know. I use the assault rifle instead of pride because I'm weird. I don't need to heal. It's not even asking me for this to heal for some reason. Even though like I don't have any HP to recover here, I also don't have any HP to recover here. So it's inconsistent. Rude. I don't need to do any of these things. This card also doesn't work. Might as well discard the cards. Except I'll keep Crafty Assault because it's the only ongoing card I have. Or the only ongoing destruction I have. And I will not play a thing. This is not a very exciting game. I will stay as the Rhinoceros, but I will draw cards. Indomitable Force would have prevented the damage from Sonic Mine if I drew it earlier. If only I had drew more cards. We could Savage Mana both of these things. I think I'm okay skipping. I guess there's hit points here. That's fine. Reveal the top card of each hero deck and either discard it or keep it. Let's do extra damage to these things so the order here matters. And then the rest doesn't. Tanky Naturalist. Vitality Surge. We're not really looking for anything else, are we? There's like Ground Pound, I guess. Get rid of that. Keep that. Oh no, it's the custom hand cannon. Ambuscade is the highest HP target, again, because he regained a hit point. Rude. Okay. So now it's a bit weird because if I hit the turret first, that's the worst of everything, right? Because it has the -1, but then the -1 goes to the personal cloaking device, and then I can't take out the personal cloaking device. So I hit the cloaking device first. Yes, I will sit on your cloaking device, Ambuscade. And I will throw it at you someday. Shock rounds are rather dangerous, aren't they? Let's put them on the thing that's already AoE. And let's use Pride. It does have a -1, so it's a bit more resilient than other things. Yes, I will. Why not? I know last time I didn't, but let's just pretend like I want to make a difference in the world. I already have one of those. You only have charged attacks, but you do reshuffle your trash, so I guess it's okay. How do you know if you're sitting on the cloaking device? How does one know if you're sitting on the cloaking device? Hey, that's Ambuscade. I will skip. Get my croc out. It didn't ask me there if I wanted the +1, it just did it. Weird. Oh no, because it's not a croc effect, never mind. I'm just dumb. This +1 doesn't have a... Yeah. Okay, I'm an idiot, okay? I'm an idiot, okay. Okay. Oh, you know why? Because the other one, right, the other one was a croc effect. Crocodile, if there are more non-hero targets, then blah, blah, blah. That's what it was. The +1 on Naturalist croc is permanent, though. I will not discard. I will discard. I will discard. Oh no! Anyway. I will remember you. I almost right-clicked again. Let's make you rue the day that you were born. You can never find them when you're looking for them, right? It's literally the worst. +1. Wham bam. Wham bam. Wham bam. And I will not regain 4. I will target you. I will activate. I will not draw. I think you're now lowest, annoyingly. But I can become the rhino again. Look at all these rooms. A player may discard their hand to destroy an environment card. I'm good, fam. Like, no, there's no forced entries in this deck. Was someone feeling like they really needed to make sure that we've produced a one-shot that was impossible to lose? I guess it's always impossible. It's always possible to lose an Ambuscade match. You could just leave him cloaked forever and just like destroy devices when he has charged decks. I don't know. Who cares? I have that already. That's a good one. Oh, right. There's another room out that changes their mind on what we do. Whatever. Oh no, it's a trap. I don't know. How do we win this? Seems difficult. Ambuscade is doing his best. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the boot. So, he was always going to fail. Mint. Minty fresh. Awesome. So, the new one-shot's not out yet. I was told I'm supposed to play it. Instead, I will click on Nexus of the Void. Why are we sorting by expansion? I hate that. I prefer alphabetical. I will hit random Infinitor with this ragtag group of people. Sure. The voices cannot hear anything, must silence everything. You oppose the true natural order. You must be stopped before it is too late, says the Naturalist spirit. Naturalist has natural-born vigor, resilient height, and 2 threatening stumps. Completionist Guise has gritty reboot. Let me see that. Selling out in extreme. Am I supposed to say that as extreme? Or am I supposed to say extreme? When you discuss this card on Sentinel forums or threads or Hardlands or whatever, do you say extreme? Or do you say extreme? Because if you're not doing it like that, then I don't know what card you're referencing, because there's no card that has that text. If it's not with 12 E's and 5 exclamation points. Actually, how many E's is it? It's 8 consecutive E's and then 3 exclamation points. If it doesn't have 8 E's and 3 exclamation points, then I don't know what card you're referencing. Could not find a card titled Extreme. Setback has cause and effect, exceeded expectations, friendly fire, Inferno events, and Benchmark has Inferno, Missile Pod, Intel Analyzer, Shunt Energy, and Subcutaneous Cybernetics. So I just went with the standard game because I am a standard kind of guy. I'm not on Ascension 20 on Sentinels. So cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 3 manifestation cards are revealed and put into play. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 4 or more manifestation cards in play, Infinitor flips. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. At the end of the villain turn, Infinitor deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 energy damage. If I were to ever get around to designing a workshop villain or hero, I would totally throw in some extra words that don't make sense. For instance, I would say, Infinitor deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 energy damage each. Each? What? There's only one target. What do you mean each? Yeah, I would totally do that just to screw with people. I'd also have a card that would say something like, Infinitor deals the hero with the highest HP. Everyone would be so convinced they're typos though, so it wouldn't really work out that well, TBH. But it'd be funny. Reduce damage dealt to manifestations by 1. At the start of the game, determine the hero with the highest HP. What? Wait, what? Oh my gosh. That is not a logic joke, by the way. Yeah, so Ocular Swarm is out. Ocular Swarm is out and about. Ocular Swarm would want to go. Now here's my beef with completionists, guys. You can't combo ongoings. Actually, just any variant of Guise has issues comboing things. You need a corresponding hero called the Editor who deals damage based on the number of E's on a card. Oh my gosh, that would be so great. I guess it could be a villain. Select the target with the highest HP, deal that target X energy damage where X equals the number of E's on the title of all cards in their play area. That would be terrible. Remark here about how Adam gives many, many heroes the same strange. Okay. Okay. This is a G family rated stream here. We're here to make sure that all the children that are watching at home don't hear any inappropriate shit. Oh no, I said a word. Yeah, remember when I was Lou Dolphin? Those were the days. And then a year ago happened. So like one strategy is to flip Infinitor so that they no longer have the damage reduction, but then he becomes super big damage. But it does make it easier to destroy manifestations, like he destroys them himself. I wonder how good tanky Naturalist would be. We do have completionist guys, so obviously you can replace any variant with whatever. So we could swap Naturalist to his hunted Naturalist form, and we would be able to not just get the form this turn, but also combo form starting next turn. Sort of. Actually, we wouldn't have that power active for the second turn. Well, the power that would be active wouldn't be... When you activate Hunted Naturalist's power, it lasts until the end of your next turn, so we wouldn't have this overlap of 3 forms. Anyway. Sure, why not? Cypher deals damage equal to your IP address. Uh-oh. Oh no. That was a terrible idea. Is it okay to just let the things become things? I'm just wondering if I like become tanky Naturalist and if that would be like good enough. I don't know. Sure, why not? Always be tanky, right? Not always be tanky Naturalist, because you get to draw 2 cards. Never underestimate the value of drawing cards in a card game. No, seriously, Nintendo has the best first-party titles. Not with that attitude. I could do irreducible damage, but I only have this hit. And if I'm replacing Naturalist, I could then search my deck or trash for a form, but that doesn't do shit. I could put a token to my unlucky pool, but then we have Darkwatch Setback. We could draw a card and deal damage, but damage is not irreducible unless I play Extreme, and if it's just for 1 hit, it's kind of sad. I'll just play Gritty Reboot, and I will select Naturalist, and I will deal damage because that's the only meaningful thing I can do. And let's target Ocular Swarm. It needs to be the first one taken out because of how it can combo destructions really badly. And I will play Friendly Fire. Sure. And I will do something random. I will play Friendly Fire. But why male models? Dude, seriously? We literally just went over this a second ago. Dealing 1 damage X times doesn't work against -1. I will play Subcutaneous Cybernetics, and I will draw a card. I get Microfabricator, which puts the Inferno Missile Pod into play. Wow, who stacked the deck, right? Rude. You have more hardware. The good news is Infinitor doesn't destroy stuff. The bad news is literally everything else. Deal each target 1 fire damage. Infinitor doesn't care yet. Ow. Hey, I drew a card. I could discard a card to regain 1 HP. No thanks. Machinations of a madman. I drew a card. I will not discard. Insanity. Crazed Artifice. Recalcitrant. Lambent Reaper. I drew a card. I drew a card. I drew a card. I drew a card. Okay. I am still alive. I am now hunted naturalist. But I only have my default form active at the moment. How many environment targets are there? Magma's Rage, Reclusive Keeper, Slumbering Serpent, Void Slave. Hey, that's a kind of nice one. Slumbering Serpent beneath the island. If I were to redirect all of Infinitor's damage to myself, would that be a terrible thing? And on an unrelated note, do I just ignore the manifestations at this point? He flips back when there are no manifestations, right? Yeah. So like one way to try to do this is to leave one manifestation in play. He always plays one. All of his cards always lead to at least one manifestation being played. And then he destroys one. So we could try to set it up so that there's always only ever one in play. 2 Logic Dolphin. Depends on your HP. Why is Logic Dolphin a question? Logic Dolphin, Logic Dolphin. We could Indomitable Force for a turn, I guess. And play Resilient Tide. A -2 and 1 damage would be prevented. I mean, there's also like other things like Bestial Shift that reduces damage. We don't have that yet. I don't think we're in like big danger, are we? I mean, I guess this is dealing damage. Oh, if it was a good idea to redirect all damage to myself. Fair. Now that I understand the context of your quote. Man, it's annoying when I'm streaming because I'm talking about a lot of things and then someone responds to something I said 2 minutes ago. But 2 minutes ago was also 400 words ago. You expect me to pay attention to what I said 400 years ago? I don't even remember what I said 50 words ago. What were we talking about? I don't even remember. You asked if it was a good idea to redirect all damage to myself. Oh, so now that I have context to what you just said, What were we talking about? Yeah, so it was a good idea to redirect all damage to yourself. Oh, now that I have context of what you just said, that... We're not really set up for a big damage turn, are we? We have, like, best card ever, we have blatant reference. Cause and effect. Ari colon as per your last email. Hey, I remember that joke. That was a good joke. We could just see what Infinitor and Nexus are doing. Sure. Whispers of Oblivion. I mean, if I do want to do the damage redirection thing, it wouldn't be a terrible turn to do that. Jade Estuary. Each non-hero target with an even amount of HP regains 2 HP. Each hero with an even amount of HP may use a power. Shifting biomes. Biomes are indestructible. In the environment, turn reveal cards from the top of the environment until a biome is revealed, put into play, and discard the other hero call this and then destroy this card. Okay, so do we... Is there any particular reason we want to leave Ember Dunes out? It does AoE, which means it wipes out manifestations. Whenever a target is dealt melee damage, deal the target 1 fire damage. I mean, that's melee. That's melee. That's melee. That's melee. Kinda wish I could play both Resilient Hide and Predator's Eye now. Predator's Eye on Infinitor and then try to combo all these fire effects. Like, you'll be dealt 2 fire damage whenever you're dealt melee damage if you have the +1. I guess I could do Indomitable Force next turn. Yeah, I also don't have Resilient Hide in play, so I can't exactly negate as much damage as I would like, I guess. So let's put Lambent Reaper on top and save Whispers for a later turn. And the weird thing is that it's kind of hard to figure out where even HP will be. If I shifting biomes into Jade Estuary, then we still have Ember Dunes. But Ember Dunes goes off first. So Naturalist will just like have a -1 with Rhino. The other heroes... Even the odd, and odd. So it's actually not super useful. We could play Total Beefcake to redirect the fire damage from Guise to something else. And that keeps him even. He doesn't really care. I don't know. You could swap for this power, I guess. Benchmark could regain a hit point if he's dealt damage, but if he's going odd to even, it's actually in the correct orientation already. I don't know. Let's put Jade Estuary on top. Let's activate the Croc. And this is melee damage. So let's do the melee damage. Because you'll be dealt fire damage. Oh ho! So if I hit Setback, that's more tokens, and then he could hit himself for 3, which puts him at odd. But we're already not doing Ember Dunes, so he doesn't need to be hit. He doesn't have his revival. I guess we could use Exceeded Expectations to eliminate Lambent Reaper and Raquel Centellion. Twisted Miscreation could probably just be the one we keep out in any case. I think we'll hit him. Ow. Probably wasn't worth it for that, huh? Well, now that he's odd, let's hit you again. I don't know, that was not the best play ever, but it works. Alright, I want to play as many melee damage dealers as I can, so it's going to be best card ever, and look what I found. Oh yeah, I'm that guy on Naturalist. You do not hit Setback this time, no. If I copy Naturalist, then Rhinoceros gets destroyed, so that's wrong. Then no. Could I steal Subcutaneous Cybernetics? That doesn't really do anything. I will... Look what I found. As promised. No, no. Let's replace Benchmark. And the power is to draw a card and deal damage versus dealing damage. 1 damage versus 1 card draw. I'd probably want card draw. Damage. Yeah, the Succeeded Expectations will actually get rid of all the manifestations that aren't Twisted Miscreation. That seems fine. I will do 5 tokens. No. No. Plucky break. Alright, so now I have a top card play. I will put up Micro Assembler so I can end with Flash Installation Drive. Seems good. Hey, I'm even now. And I have another hardware. My HP recovery is increased by 1. Let me discard a card. At the end of your turn, discard top card of your deck, and then you may put a software card from your trash into play. I already have 5 or fewer, so I am drawing a card off that. If there's a software here that I really want to play, but none of them are really like that vital to play right now, I could just play them in my play phase unless I want to do Inferno Missile Pod during my play phase. This trash is empty though, and this isn't guaranteed to be a software, so I might as well discard something so then you have it, and then you have it. You don't always need an ally matrix, but then you have it. But then you have it. You discarded a hardware. Rude! Well, we could take out Twisted Miscreation very easily now if we want, except Infinitor will just destroy it itself. Itself. And now that I have 2 HP recovery, discards are pretty strong. It was my turn before it was cool. No. Alright, now's the time for Resilient Tide and Indomitable Force shenanigans. Maybe I draw cards first. Okay, well those aren't exciting. I will activate the Crocodile. Nope, not Crocodile actually. Well, it doesn't matter because we're not doing the thing. Until the end of our next turn, you actually, yeah, so it doesn't really matter because we're not activating it, so we might as well just leave it active, I guess. Primal Charge, that's something that we can combo together once we do it effectively. I feel epic. Also pain. I feel lots of pain. All right. What do you guys think is on the agenda today? Any of these that would be nice? Not particularly. We could gimmicky character the Whispers of Oblivion away, but we're already set up for it. Like, it doesn't matter because the damage redirects to Naturalist. This is only 1 damage. Rude. Think we should bring out Santa Guys now? Once we go Santa Guys, we can't ever go back. I'm happy with these variants. Darkwatch Setback is terrible. And Supply and Demand benchmark with the extra HP recovery is awesome, and Hunted Naturalist is awesome. So do we want presents now? Somebody wants presents now, I'm sure. Say cheese. No. Yeah, you don't really have anything to do, Setback. I will select myself. I will remember you. I think we skipped that. Whoops! Sorry! That is fine. That, biome is fine. Absolutely fine. I will draw cards. Well, that's not hardwares. And I don't think there's really an order I care about this. So I will skip. I guess I could put a different software out. It's fine. I will just play a top card of my deck all the time. Multi-point HUD? Inferno. No. No. Shifting biomes? Oh no! Hey, Naturalist gets powers. We'll activate the Gazelle. And now all three of my forms are active. So I could do Primal Charge. Sure. This draws like 4 cards anyway, right? Yeah. Better than drawing 2 cards. Yes. Hey, look, it's the crocodile. Yes. Yes. Oh. Whoops. It's okay. No. I thought this is this question I was being asked. No, no. You. Keep playing a top card of your deck. Hey, reinforced chassis. Benchmark is active. Phosphor Fen. Which does what? At the end of the armor turn, deal each target with an odd amount of HP, 1 toxic damage. If this damage destroys any targets, deal each target 1 toxic damage. So that penalizes whoever is currently... It penalizes whoever is not odd. Or whoever didn't get the power is now punished. And I could have intentionally dealt the damage so that people could be even. Well, how about I do it this way? You get dealt that way. You get dealt that way. Everyone else is now even, so it's even Steven. Or Calisantelian. I suppose Benchmark could have taken the damage. It's absolutely fine. I'm now odd. Uh-oh. Will Indomitable Force. And then I will draw 2 cards. Now wait for it. Will select the Croc. And I will play Shifter Strength. And I will discard my hand. Where's the Choose For Me button? Got another Primal Charge. There are definitely not more non-hero targets. We got a Bestial Shift. We don't have multiple powers, though. I mean, I guess we do have Cornered Beast. But we haven't drawn any of the natural forms orders yet. Dang. Then let's do Primal Charge to try to draw it then. Yes. There's one. And we got another Predator's Eye. Yes. Oops. I did the exact same thing I did last time. Read the card, Logic! I could also just say no for this game, but whatever. Alright guys, what's up with you now? Still don't really have much. Your goal is to put presents down, I guess. You don't have any I can do that twos to really funnel that across. Let's do Selling Out. Why? Because why not? And hey, I'm looking up now. So things are finally starting to look up. No. No. We're finally getting tokens. Want to do this because it gets a hardware for my trash. And then I will play cards. Flyby. No, no. You're dying anyway. I will then play the hardware. And I get an additional power, so if I knew I was playing that, I would have done multi-point HUD, but then if I had done multi-point HUD, then I wouldn't have gotten the thing. Let's discard. Shunt Energy. Oh yeah, that goes under the Infernal Missile Pod. Guys, presents, go. Presents. I'm at max HP. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a hardware. I may play that. Oh, I drew the card. Right. Then I may discard a card. Oh, it goes under the Inferno Missile Pod. I will play. This one. And then I'll damage Infinitor. Are we winning? Savannah Nocturna is destroying the biomes. No! However, Benchmark now has +2 HP recovery. That seems funny. Discard, play up to 3 cards, sharing net cards keyword. I don't even have exciting things to do. I just wanted to do fun and exciting things. I guess I can do Blatant Reference Guise the Barbarian. I can't really combo them, can I? I can do Gimmicky Character into it. I can do Retcon, but I have to destroy something to do that. I could Retcon Selling Out at the end, I guess. It's not even like that good of a blatant reference because it just acts at the end of Naturalist's turn. Wow, this is a terrible one-shot. Who decided to put Santa Guise in hero roster number 2? Jeez. Everyone knows that Guise always goes in roster number 4. Jeez. Thanks, John. Thanks for stacking the decks when I hit random. Rude. My pleasure. How many manifestations are in here? Everything but whispers. 2 whispers. We never saw a crushing cage. Wow, that's lucky. Then again, it's only like round 3 or something stupid. I don't know. I will discard. Look what I found. Gimmicky character. How many targets are there in there? There's 3. 50% chance there. Oh, you're not gonna show me what was discarded? You're just gonna. Oh, we discarded Crushing Cage. Nice. Nexus. We discarded Taiga Burning Bright. So we got 1 HP. Oh wait, it's 2 because Savannah Nocturna. I may play a card. Blatant Reference. Then I can play a one-shot. I will play Retcon. And then I will Retcon... the second Friendly Fire. And then I can play a card, and I will play Guise the Barbarian. I concur. And then I will play Retcon, and I will Retcon... Selling Out. It's expired. And I will play... I guess it doesn't really matter because it's not going to do anything. I'll play Let Me See That, and I will steal a hardware. Ooh. I'm gonna steal that. So allegedly I get a power. Oh no, it's Crushing Cage. Crushing Cage is considered to have the lowest because I want benchmark, or I want Naturalist to play cards. Sorry. Do you have the... yes. Still take the damage. Benchmark can take his own damage though. Because he can then do this. Aha. I now have 3 hit points. Aha! What is this pain you speak of? I only know pleasure. Oh. This actually is boosting. Oh. It's increasing damage dealt by Recalcitrant Hellion, but also Santa Guise and Hunted Naturalist. Holy frickin' shit, dude. I didn't even notice that. Which one is this on? Benchmark? No. So basically, we're gonna like do ridiculous stuff now. Wait a minute. If I regain 5, does that count as 4? Yes, it does. If you regain 5 HP, then you regain 4 HP and an additional 1. So that's how that works. Okay. Makes complete sense, by the way. I'm just double checking that the math works. Or not the math work. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying words. I want a +1 on Infinitor, but I also want to do like millions of damage. What's the best way for me to deal millions of damage? Just do Predator's Eye. And Feral Fury. I did the thing again. I have completely cycled through Naturalist's deck. Imagine if there wasn't a reshuffle mechanic. Imagine that if you just drew in too many cards, you just had to deal with the fact that you couldn't get to your cards anymore. Yeah, I'm starting to think that we've won this game. Season passed. $10, $10, $10, $25. Hi, Benchmark. How are you doing? We didn't even get to open presents, and Setback was just a setback. All right, am I supposed to do this now? Deus Ex Machina. Machinama. Imagine if it were like Maximum Apocalypse, where if you run out of cards, your heroes die. Hero dies. In Magic, that means you lose. Oh, interesting. This is a Dark Watch game. Oof. Everything was quiet on the Champion Studios backlot, but Night Mist could tell something was wrong. She was a bit nervous, as it was the first time her young protege was on a mission like this with a team. The Harpy herself seemed fine as she tried to make conversation. Anyway, I've noticed a change in one of your guys. Fixer. Expatriette raised an eyebrow. A change? Like what? Lillian replied, you haven't noticed that he's become increasingly aggressive lately? Setback interjected excitedly. I have! I try to tell Amanda, but she never listens. Expatriette sighed. Pete, there's a very fine line between not listening and not caring. I like to think that I walk that line every day of my life. This one-shot requires Rook City, Infernal Relics, Vengeance, Villains of the Multiverse, and Oblivion. It's not advanced, it's not challenge, it's not ultimate, therefore it's easy. But it's also villains. Also has airmen, so it's literally the worst. Does it have Dark Watch Fixer with Jack Handle? If so, I'd be so happy. Then again, this is John. Jack handles on the bottom 2 cards of the deck. Also, the bottom 2 cards of the deck are dual crowbars and... wow, he puts so many cards in the bottom 2 cards of the deck. So I'm very averse to doing the one-shot because, like, anyone who's literally watching this live has probably not played the one-shot. And for those that are watching live that like to do the one-shots, they're going to be upset when I do it and I spoil it, and then we'll lose viewers. So, the correct course of action here is to make a poll. Should I do the weekly one-shot? Yes, please do. No, I don't want spoilers. I will not give you guys additional votes. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to vote, and I will start the poll. And John shall abstain. Ah. I mean, to be fair, John knows everything about the one-shot, so he can't exactly vote. So it comes down to everyone else. You have 2 minutes to vote. And it's a very important vote. Vote early, vote often. Probably could have also put an option that said I don't really care. But if you don't really care, then you probably would vote yes anyway. Because if you don't care, that means you don't care about the spoilers either, which means that you would want to see me do it. So, you know. I could look at the other reasons, yes. My collection is rather sparse. I've not done them in a while, partly because we moved to Mondays. What if I were to go like super old school here? Like old school one-shots? I did these for a while, and then I think I stopped when I started doing the Dolphins dives. I used to do these videos on Mondays where I would go through the one-shot, but that was before I became a Handelabra streamer. We could do like some vintage one-shots. I think that some of these predate like villains, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think there were even team matches for a while. Yeah, I don't see any teams yet. Oh no, never mind. The teams are just like, they show the one person, never mind. Yeah, I'm trying to find teams, but they don't exist. Or, in the collection, it only shows the one, so actually I have to be careful how I look at this. So going back to the list from the very top. Yeah, like literally right here, that's a team game. Wow, good going, Logic. We have a perfectly good freight train at home. The poll has ended and 0 people have voted, so that's disappointing. I will just cancel the rest of the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. Just kidding, of course. Baron Blade was probably the first. Issue ended February 21st, 2017. Holy smokes. That does prove I was accurate, though, because I did say I started doing Dolphins dives in 2017. Very first one was December 2015. After his defeat on Insula Primalis, Baron Blade has returned to threaten Megalopolis. Christopher won't be here to help you this time. You can play this one-shot even if you haven't unlocked the variants. Hunter and Hunted. NSLG Moreau has tracked down his old foe with the help of a time portal. He's well prepared this time. Can you stop him before he claims his prize? This one-shot requires Mini Pack 1, also available as part of Season Pass 1. Oh, vintage one-shot, so good. Oh god. Oh yeah, this is the misprint. Remember the misprint? Good times. Anyway, I should play something, I guess. The next one on the list is Chairman. Sure, why not? Can you dig it? Ended May 30th, 2017. Let's get to it almost 5 years later. We'll see how much of this one-shot John remembers. He made this 5 years ago. Slim Walker makes his long-awaited return to the Enclave of the Endlings. The organization has sent its thugs to capture valuable technology and artifacts from this far-flung world. Can Mr. Fixer and his super friends convince the Endlings to help them stop the chairman's evil plan? This one-shot requires Rook City, Wrath of the Cosmos, and Vengeance. So it's Chairman versus Mr. Fixer, Parse, Naturalist, and Freedom 5 Bunker, Freedom 6 Bunker rather, in the Enclave of the Endlings. The Enclave of the Endlings.
The Enclave of the Endlings.
I've kept tabs on you, Slim. This isn't your fight. Go back to your garage. You are the man behind why I must fight again. Now let's put this all to rest. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Mr. Fixer has a bloody knuckles, 2 overdrives, and a pipe wrench. Parse is a data mining, exploit vulnerability, snap decision, and updated intel. Naturalist has a feral fury. Naturalist has appeared in every single one of these games today. Naturalist is a feral fury, indomitable force, resilient hide, and predator's eye. And Engine of War Bunker has grenade launcher, 2 maintenance units, and a turret mode. You could definitely destroy all of the villain ongoings. All of them. I mean, he could also just destroy Bloody Knuckles, which is legit, TBH. Alright, so Chairman. The Chairman is immune to damage. They decided, I guess, that the Chairman should not... This predated, I guess, character cards not having hit points, I guess. He could have easily only had hit points on his flip side, but you know. And then Operative. The heroes cannot win the game. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah. Whenever a villain card is destroyed, the operative heals the hero with the highest HP 2 melee damage. The end of villain turn cards from the top of the villain deck are revealed until an underboss card is revealed and put into play. It's amazing how so many of the Sentinel's words, you know, it's amazing how long it took for them to eventually decide, all right, I'm so tired of writing this out, let's just make it discover at the end of the villain turn, or sorry, end action, discover an underboss, you know? Makes so much sense. Is it discover actually? I don't know. It has to be discover. I still have only played like one game of enhanced edition or definitive edition. I don't even know what I'm doing. Definitive is D. I haven't played enough games to know anything. So John stacked the deck so that we have undivided attention at the very top of the game. And we stacked the deck so that we start with Deputy. I didn't shoot the Deputy, but I shot the Crooked Cop. Right? So he flips when there are 3 underbosses in the villain trash. Which means that we have to get underbosses in the trash, which means we need to destroy underbosses, but Crooked Cop is providing a -1, and that's just rude. Annoyingly, all Crooked Cops are getting 3 HP at the start of the villain turn. I mean, it's gonna be Pipe Wrench. And I guess I'm just hitting Crooked Cop. There's like almost no reason to hit these guys. Operative is a nemesis, and I would do appreciable damage to Operative, but this needs to go away before we can actually really hit the Deputy. And we're gonna have a new underboss coming out next turn that's going to screw with us so hard. Whenever a villain card enters play, you may reveal the bottom card of a deck and then either put it on the top or bottom of that deck. That's interesting. So it doesn't work well with the underboss. It doesn't work well with the operative, with the chairman's play, because the operative is just going to change the deck anyway. They shuffle cards. But then when the underboss puts a villain card into play, we get like actions off of that. This rather. On the other hand, exploit vulnerability is really good here, so let's do that. That will make it a lot easier to get rid of underbosses. Targeting arrow helps get rid of terrible underbosses. You do have a grenade launcher, so we could take out the crooked cop and then ping the deputy and operative. Kind of feeling like the rhinoceros is helpful here so that we could have someone to absorb damage. We always go after the one with the highest, and we have Resilient Tide, and we can get the rhinoceros for the -1, so if Naturalist just tanks the highest HP damage from operative, that saves a lot of hit points across the board. It's of course counteracted by the contract, which provides a +1 to damage, but should be okay. And then I will shoot the deputy. Doesn't make sense to put that 2 anywhere else. The only real question is whether we want operative to take 1 or deputy to take 1, and I'll put the 2 on the deputy. If I had done 2 on like deputy first, and 2 on operative and 1 on crooked cop, it would have been 1 to operative and 1 to deputy, so still better to waste the damage on the crooked cop. This card deals each non-environment target 1 damage. This card deals any target damage that way 1 damage. Well, pipe wrench helps. And rhinoceros helps. Enforcers. And fence. All right, we got 3 underbosses. But muscle, fence, crooked cop, enforcers, and the other thing, the thief, are gonna have a +1, and therefore they'll be easier to take out. Definitely discarding a card here. Destroying a card, eh? I could just destroy the rhinoceros because we can bring it back most easily of the bunch. Still want the grenade launcher to clean things up, I think, so we'll just destroy the rhinoceros. I would rather overdrive because I could hit 2 targets with this. So taking out the crooked cop. We don't exactly have good AoE though. As in we don't have AoE. This is AoE. Exploit vulnerability works until the start of the environment turn, so it doesn't affect corruption's damage. But currently, you know, corruption would take out thief. Enforcers are whatever, because we could just discard the card to prevent that damage from occurring. But the crooked cop is providing a -1 to various targets, so we would probably want to take out the crooked cop still. And then try to focus on the deputy. If I do take out the crooked cop with this, then Naturalist takes a damage because he's highest HP and we don't have the rhinoceros out for him because we destroyed it for some reason. But deputy is who I really want to hit, and he has a -1, so I'll just take out crooked cop. We can meditate. So I could targeting arrow to help whittle down the deputy. And that targeting arrow lasts until the start of your turn, so this will increase corruption's damage to Deputy. So I don't need to do this hit here. I would say fence isn't more annoying because the thieves are going to destroy our setup and we got to get rid of them. Am I exceptionally worried about damage? I mean, we're either getting the contract or the broker. And if we do get the contract, then Indomitable Force negates its damage, right? 2 + 1 -1 -1, and then 1 damage is prevented. Of course, if we miss, it's either this turn or next turn is really the thing. I mean, there is a small chance that the top card is an underboss, in which case we will get the contract. We could also kind of waste a hit on Feral Fury to just take out more damage or do more damage to something. We could try to flip Chairman, I guess. What does flip Chairman do again? Increase damage dealt by thugs by X. Yeah, we don't want to flip them before the contract is out, so we'll just leave the muscle out. Take out the fence, take out the deputy. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 in what I want to do here. I will just play Blend into the pack. So you only need 1 hit. Venix. Well, that will wipe the board. No, actually, no, muscle's not dying. Okay, so that's fine. It will take out enforcers, which is okay. Current order that I need to worry about? Not really. First 2 underbosses that get destroyed hit Fixer, I guess. Oh, but Fixer is a -1. John went back in past and looked up, you know, what he did. I did not do any searching for a random seed for this one. Okay, so that's so the first underboss that gets taken out is gonna hit Fixer, and then everyone else goes to Naturalist, who makes it 0. So at this point the order doesn't matter. Tanky Naturalist is tanky. Hey, it's Prison Break. But you know what that means. Increased damage dealt to the deputy by 1. Increased damage dealt to the fence by 1. Increased damage dealt to the contract by 1. Increased damage dealt to enforcers by 1. Increased damage dealt to Crooked Cop by 1. On the Steam thread for this week, someone's complaining there's no YouTube playthrough. Rude. Dude, Dolphin was always doing it, and now he's gone. Rude. I guess I could destroy Flat Cannon. Yeah. I mean, if I destroyed Flat Cannon, I could play Flat Cannon, is what I'm thinking. I could also just use Grenade Launcher, because I'm probably using it this turn again anyway. I haven't seen a single YouTube playthrough for this challenge yet, not one, and I've been looking for them because I cannot keep this team alive through more than 4 or 5 rounds no matter what I try, even following all the advice people have been putting up in the forums. Until I see a video showing how it was done, I flat refuse to believe this fight is actually winnable. I played it 55 times now. That's more than 54. With the same result every time. This challenge is actually making me hate this game. There's a Twitch game that happened on the night of release as well. And that link is dead now. I'm not sure if that actually was pointing to my channel or not. I don't remember doing it, but maybe I did. I don't know. I mean, actually no, because it's not on this, so I clearly didn't do it. Anyway, this is what, turn 3? So apparently we have like 2 more turns to go, or 2 more rounds to go before we reach the point where everyone else is dead, apparently. I don't think we're in a losing state yet. Like, I mean, the true secret is Naturalist. Naturalist is Bay. If I had done the Indomitable Force this turn, obviously I would not be in such great pain this turn, but it's not, we're not even in great pain. Everything is fine. You don't have the AoE yet, but that's because John stacked the decks, so who could really fault him? We could do Driving Mantis. Pipe Wrench with Driving Mantis is generally pretty good. It redirects his Venix's damage. It can redirect the Operative's retaliatory damage because it is reduced by 1 due to Pipe Wrench. We have Tanky Fixer and we have Tanky Naturalist to help us here. We definitely need to take out Contract though. I'm gonna use Predator's Eye to help with that. Like, even if I don't, like, take out Crooked Cop, taking out Contract is good. And we could leave Contract out, I guess. And do Indomitable Force this turn. On the Creator of the Games forums where someone had the chairman respawn. Oh no. Rookie mistake. Everyone knows you take out operative first. Well, okay, maybe not really, but flipping the operative does mean damage by chairman is increased by 1, but why would you like incap chairman and then have chairman's deck reshuffle? That's just rude. I mean, we could totally just do like Indomitable Force next turn and not actually kill Contract. And that's really weird. That's really weird. And it's all because of tanky Naturalist. Where's external combustion? Rude. Thief and Hired Gun died of corruption in Venix. Fence dies to corruption in Venix. And Contract can be kept alive. Hey, it's external combustion. Also, I guess the AoE was here all along. Corruption and Venix are the AoE. And so Videro is not in play. Order does not matter. I don't know, I hit for this turn, but whatever. Oh, Driving Mantis.
The Enclave of the Endlings.
Although I think we want Indomitable Force first and then Driving Mantis later. For the Venix hit. So this doesn't flip Chairman, right? Now, the problem with flipping Chairman is that thugs have a +2 damage. So this has a +2, so it's 4 damage. Increased by 1 to 5. -1, -1. So it'd be 3 damage to Naturalist. I can, of course, prevent this by redirecting fixers. And, like, throw it on the Contract. So there's like, you know, two schools of thought really. Like one school of thought with Chairman is that you want to avoid flipping Chairman until both prison breaks are played. Because while there are prison breaks in the deck, they can always bring all the underbosses back, and all the underbosses bring all the hired guns back, which on the flip Chairman side is 2 plus H minus 2 plus 1 damage. So H plus 1 damage, because math. To each hero target, and that's what's deadly. It could also be that Prison Break is not going to come out for a while. It's a 1 in 9 chance that we get it. Actually, it's slightly higher than that. And in fact, we're always getting the Broker this turn, which means we're always getting the Informant this turn, which means that we're always getting extra villain plays. So completely theoretically, it's very possible. I mean, it's a 1 in 9 chance that we get Prison Break on the first card, and then Broker leaves the deck. Well, there's a 1 in 9 chance that it's actually Broker that's on the top of the deck, and that changes probability slightly. But then it's a 1 in 8 that Fixer's card play does it, 1 in 7 that Parse's card play does it, and you actually have snap decisions, so you have extra card plays. You also have extra sensory awareness, which means that we could fish for it at that point if we fail to find it. Or we could even discard it. There's also an argument to be made that just discarding it would be better. I mean, we can entirely just prevent it, right, from being played. Like, we can just control the top 3 cards of the villain deck, and then therefore, I mean, it doesn't really, it's not as strong of an effect because Operative keeps shuffling it. But we can discard Prison Break if we see it, and if we don't see it, then we just... Yeah, okay. That said, it's still a 1 in 9 chance that we see Prison Break here, so I don't think I kill Contract here since we can mitigate the damage. And since, I'm getting really tired of discarding cards here, but it is 4. It would still be 2 to Naturalist. Oh, but Leader of the Blended to the Pack stops it. Except Contract goes off first, and I think it does kind of get used up anyway. Just take this guy out. He smells. A lot of thought, but oftentimes a lot of thought is required. That is what makes Sentinels a great game after all. Also imagine that we get Blue Go now. Blue Go! Just as John planned. Yes, exactly. So since we can prevent Prison Break from being played, can we destroy Blue Go, like, some other way? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we do have to kill a Contract. We don't have Indomitable Force again, right? Yeah. And we're definitely not like leaving the broker out. I think we need to kill Informant. And we use extrasensory awareness to just prevent prison break. Do I have cornered beast? Nope.
The Enclave of the Endlings.
Fixer is currently tied for highest, so every time we destroy a thug, or the first time each turn we destroy a thug, we can redirect operatives damage to Fixer. Never mind, we can't because contract is increasing it by 1. Look out! Alright. Discard prison break. Game is easy. Perfect human specimens is fine. Alright, so underbosses are not coming back immediately. Because all the prison breaks are in there, right? Yep, no more prison breaks. You don't need that this turn. So again, Corruption and Venix are doing a lot of damage here. Deputy and Contractor dead. Hired Gun is dead. Broker needs a little bit more juice, but that can be handled with grenade launcher. Predator's Eye on Operative is probably okay. Is Chairman immune to environment damage? Yeah. So unfortunately, Chairman is unaffected by Corruption and Venix. But it's nice that Fixer and Naturalist are immune to Corruption and Venix. And Bunker, well, he doesn't have his -1. Parse and Bunker are less enthused, but we could throw a +1 on Operative and just wail on her. If we can take her out, then if we do like cycle through the deck, then that means that we won't get underbosses immediately, which the underbosses without thugs are definitely less of an issue, but Contract coming out is still deadly. Plus it allows us to completely like control the villain deck and not have to worry about it getting shuffled all the time. I'm sure I'm not worried about Chairman's retaliatory damage, right? It's like 2 +1. Could go turret mode now. If we really want to do like all the pluses on Operative. And we might want to start putting these guys in check. Target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage. Okay. Aha! Immutus! Immutus cannot deal damage! I mean, it's totally fine for Immutus to be out, TBH. We're past the underbosses, right? So, like... I can just sort of ignore them. You're selecting Bunker, and you're saying Bunker cannot deal damage. I think we could just, like, basically take a pass on everyone for this round. Like, you don't deal damage. You're not dealing damage. The only thing that would deal damage is undivided attention. If it gets played, whatever. Corruption is going to be hitting Chairman's immune, operative. I guess operative's +1 is being wasted now. Operative, Parse, Bunker, Corruption, or not Corruption. This is non-environments? Yeah, so it only hits 3 things. And then it hits Immutus for another +1. Phoenix hits everything for 2. Chairman doesn't take it. Fixer doesn't take it. Or, well, redirects it, I guess. Immutus might even survive. So I think I just skip. And we take this as a round to draw cards. This is round 5. Isn't this the round where, like, the person said that he keeps dying by round 5? What's wrong with round 5? I could swap, but then what? I would swap to the Gazelle to get hit points. I just basically played that because I'm not playing any of these. I'm drawing cards and then I'm not gonna swap my form. Hero targets are immune to damage dealt by environment targets. Well, that's what we've been waiting for. I guess theoretically we could swap to that. We don't have to do it right away though, because we can't play it right away anyway. Oh good, upgrade mode. Reduce damage dealt to environment targets by 1. I mean... Also, this does make Hall of the Matriarch go off. Hall of the Terminarch, not Matriarch. Deals each non-environment target 2 Sonic, which redirects to Immutus anyway. Like, this is fine. I thought this was supposed to be hard. The new villain is a mutus. I mean, I guess if you didn't, like, take down all the underbosses and thugs before Immutus came out, then you'd be kind of screwed. I mean, like, imagine that there were still the thieves. Like, imagine if you had a fence and 2 thieves that you couldn't hit because Immutus was there, and they kept destroying all of your crap. But we're not there. We're fine. Alright, we'll skip again. Kinda want to get Harmony. Grease Gun's also nice. Do we want the entire environment duck and play? I guess Lamar is the most dangerous though, because it does speed up the reshuffle and we need to be careful of that. Oh, did I discard? I discarded. Shoot. I want to discard Rook City is mine. And then Perfect Human Specimens on top. Actually, hold on. That's fine. I guess this also speeds up the shuffle is the problem. But whatever, I'll commit to it. And we are now immune to environment damage. Yeah! At some point we will destroy Immutus. Today is not that day. Yeah, we lost the mint. Oh no! Oh no, the mint's gone! Ah! What do you mean there were no underboss cards in the villain deck? What? Alright. So do we have to destroy Immutus like the worst way imaginable? Or do we just dig for data mining? Like, we don't have environment destruction outside of Parse, right? Say you dig for data mining? Could also just like do straight up damage, I guess, but I don't want to do straight up damage. That's awful. I don't want to waste all my damage cards trying to take down Immutus. Dual Crowbars is here. When a villain card would enter play, you may destroy it instead. Hey, segmentation fault. There we go. I don't want to discard your cards. I would love to, but I can't really. Yeah, we could probably get rid of Samara if we see it. Dig for Harmony. Jack Campbell's fine. Frantat's fine, but I'll put Ending Refuge on top and I'll discard it. I could leave it there, and then if Chairman does play Rook City as mine, it doesn't do anything. Although if Rook City is mine placed and locks Lamara, it also doesn't do anything. And this does mean I have to discard the top two cards of any two decks, so I will say no. That's fine. So, what have we learned? We've learned that Sentinels is a boring game with no consequences. -7 blends of the pack. There are 7 environment targets in play. So reduce the first damage dealt to the Naturalist by 7. That's like 7 tungsten rods. Looks like Rook City is mine. Groom! Groom is very strong, yes, and Groom was tough as well. La Capitan's crew couldn't even slow its charge, but the worst part was the constant yelling. Groom! Groom! Ah, do not right click. When it says that target, is that going to redirect to Immutus and count as Immutus? Yep. Mint was gone anyway, so I wanted to check that. Also, it was not a mint anyway. It's like 5 years old. It's not mint. It's like spoiled. It's moldy. Yeah. Ugh. All right, we can now damage things again. Yay! And you can actually regain hit points. Yay! What natural forms power? Hey, Cornered Beast. Are there more non-hero targets? There's like 7 environment targets in play. All right, we got natural forms power. Of course, my Nimble Gazelle doesn't do anything. Who wants the cards? I don't know who wants the cards. Bunker would like to have heavy plating someday. I'm gonna keep the Nimble Gazelle because it makes me immune to environment damage. Makes everyone immune to environment damage. It's pretty important.
The Enclave of the Endlings.
Set up for a huge Omni Cannon, I guess. So this one I have to be careful because I do want to redirect Venix's damage from Fixer. And now the rest can just be environmental allies. This game's so easy. It's such a snore. It's so nice to just be sitting in the Enclave of the Endlings, letting them do whatever. Alright, that's fine. I want to destroy the operative as fast as I can. I don't think Bloody Knuckles is correct. I'm obviously hitting Chairman into Operative. Chairman is going to hit me for 2+1, unfortunately, so it's going to be not driving Manticid. But Charge is better than Overdrive because this does 2 damage versus the 1. Bloody Knuckles does 2 as well, but only to this power. And unless I expect to be able to use, like, Between the Lines, which I very well could. The side effect of that is that hits Fixer again, unless I do Impossible Shot first, or rather if I do Targeting Arrow first. Then it doesn't hit Fixer. We do have another Indomitable Force, so I could like do Indomitable Force on a future turn to do super big damage with Fixer in Grease Monkey Fist, or Bloody Knuckles rather. We don't have Harmony yet, so we're not super capitalizing on the damage. I think I'm happy to just play Charge. Pretty sure that we have enough damage to kill Operative anyway. And in time for the reshuffle too. Grease Monkey Fist has shown up. I don't need data mining when I have a perfectly good segmentation fault at home. I can now use 2 natural form powers, yay! Recharge mode is a good card because you can put it under Omni Cannon. Corruption deals 1 and 1, right? So I don't need to do 3 to Operative, so I'll do 2. Ow! Now there's not really any reason to do redirection because Chairman is immune to environment damage anyway, and the environment is awesome. I don't want to damage the environment. They're awesome. They're friends. All right, we've defeated Operative just in time for the flip. The flippity floppity. Chairman has reshuffled their deck. What if the game was such that if the villain can't play a card, you immediately lose, you know, Spirit Island style and all that. Okay. I can't do redirections anyway. Remember I said I wasn't gonna hit the environment? I will hit the one with the +1, right? Of course, it's going to be reduced by 1 by Yansa Videro, but it's at least more damage. Oh, environmental allies also. Okay. Still more damage to Chairman directly that way, though. Salvage Yard. Oh no, I got rid of critical multiplier.
The Enclave of the Endlings.
Hey. Bad time for that, though. Because you can't get powers. Alright, I think we go back to the Rhinoceros with the Dominable Force. And we don't need the HP there, so we'll do card draw. Seems like we're not getting Harmony, so we'll give this to Parse, who's hurting for cards. Between the Lines is good. Between the Lines is still good. And then we'll become a Rhino. Hey, Cornered Beast. Oh, right, we already had that, right, yeah. Makes sense. Omni Cannon in the Omni Cannon. Do we have lethal? We have lethal. Yay! Game is easy. I don't need you anymore, environment. You fulfilled your purpose a long time ago. Nice timing on environment music. I like it when that happens. All right. And we finished with the Naturalist at full HP. I don't know why people thought that people were dying in this match. Okay, that's of course being a bit facetious. You had to play that pretty smartly. But I'm sure like the temptation is to immediately become a crocodile and go ham on the thugs and underbosses, but then Naturalist dies early or something. Definitely like utilizing tanky Naturalists helps a lot, and especially since the environment can take care of the thugs for you. You don't have to do the work yourself. You just have to figure out how to mitigate the environment for you. And that's really what makes Sentinels really fun, is that the environment is largely a neutral entity, but if you can control it in your favor, then it helps you out significantly. I know like the first times I played Sentinels, I was like, the villain is playing targets, the environment is playing targets. I'm gonna kill all the targets everywhere. And then I got overwhelmed because there were too many targets. But if you can get the environment neutral and focusing on the villains, then, you know, you get more work on taking out the villains. And it's really you defeat the villain character card to win the game, not the environment. It's really like the first major lesson in Sentinels is like target prioritization. And like if you only ever focus on like the unimportant targets, like you want to kill everything, then you don't make progress towards victory. Figuring out what you can ignore and what you should destroy is important. As evidenced by the fact that I didn't just immediately destroy the contract in that game. Normally you would say, oh yeah, the contract +1 damage was terrible, but for that one round, the contract was fine. And flipping the chairman would have made it not fine, so we needed to leave it in play. Cool. All right. So, moral lessons aside and all, this was a fun game of, or fun Dolphins dive stream. Completely unplanned and, you know, unscheduled. Well, it is scheduled, but just had no set agenda, and we did some cool stuff today still, so it's kind of fun. Hopefully you got some important stuff out of today's Dolphins dive. If not, then I apologize. Feel free to write me a complaint letter and submit it directly to the complaint department. Complaint department is your trash bin. I do this joke in class all the time where it's like, if you guys have any complaints, you can feel free to submit it to the complaint bin, and then I point to the trash can. Anyway, be sure to check out the other channels we have on the stream, or every other stream we have on this channel. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live. Every Friday at 4 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays. And every Sunday at 6 p.m. is Tales from the Archive. Handelabra products include Sentinel's Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch. And Sentinels of Earth Prime will be kickstarted in July. There will be more information forthcoming on that, I'm sure. And follow me at twitch.tv/LogicDolphin. I've recently been doing Slay the Spire Ascension 20 heart kills. I'm trying to see how long it takes to get to 100, and I think we're at like day 15 and I'm at 17 heart kills, or 18, I don't remember which. So it's gonna take some time, but we're getting there. We got 2 a day for the past 3 days, so things are picking up a bit. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, pretty much any avenue where I exist. That's really the best way of putting it. But that does wrap things up for this week. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you later.